it comes to Atlanta, generally everybody says Atlanta is the only state in America that has the highest amount of black millionaires. Why do you
I'm sorry, bro. I cannot
Stop the cap.
Cannot let you get away with this, bro.
Top hill, just subscribe.
Black.
In case you guys forgot where we were. Let's get to it, man. 3, 2, 1. Top Hill, episode 227. Welcome to another episode of the Top Hill Live. This is your boy, Mr. Top Hill Live, a.k.a. Imani Raw.
And I am D. Carmen.
D. Carmen in the building. Yes, sir. If you guys don't know, this show is all dedicated to bridging the gap between the culture, the diaspora. This is the hub right here, man. So all of our brothers and sisters on the African continent, in the Caribbean, in America, in the West, all around the world, this is where we come to share our thoughts, ideas, you know, and get to learn more about each other and grow. And yeah, man. So let's bring it on home, man. Shout out to our guy Tayo, man. As you guys know, like, we love checking out Tayo's videos, man. He does a really great job of showing the different countries and stuff like that. But we thought it would be interesting to see what it would be like for an African to come to America and see their experience. So this is inside America's city of Black Millionaires. And, I already know what he's talking about. Shout out to the ATL. Shout out to Atlanta. You know, all my cousins down there and everything. But, I'm going to be a little bit biased. We in the DMV over here. There's more black millionaires in the DMV, D.C., Maryland, Virginia.
I'm about to say, this old money over here, okay? This old Negro money up here.
When it comes to black wealth, look no further than the DMV. I mean, shout out to ATL. But yeah, man. Let's go ahead and dig into it. This is inside America's city of Black Millionaires from Tayo, man. Let's get to it.
People have called it the Black Mecca because almost every black person here seems to be making it big.
I became a millionaire officially at 22.
Wow. What would you say is the biggest deal you've done in the real estate space?
4.5 million now.
In Atlanta, it can be seen and shown, and access to these black millionaires is very close proximity. You can touch another millionaire, which is odd.
As the African discovering the world, I had to come to Atlanta to see why this city is unlike any other place in America. During my time here, I'll be speaking to successful black entrepreneurs, exploring the food, and visiting the city's most iconic spots. Let's begin.
It's going to be interesting. I didn't even know they had a subway.
What?
So guys, my first time in Atlanta. What's up? You know, I have to do like all those people that live here.
No,
That's what they Type shit. One of the first things I noticed in Atlanta was the trees everywhere. Unlike most major cities where concrete dominates, Atlanta feels like a city inside a forest.
Atlanta is actually famously known as a city in a forest. Why? Because 48% of the city is covered in trees. Obviously, that helps with air quality. That helps with it not feeling as hot as it technically could be.
Still called hot.
Guys, it's so cold out here today in Atlanta. Just to show you, this is water coming out from this drain, and it has literally frozen here. The weather is so cold, my hands are freezing. Guys, what do you think about the weather today?
You're soft today.
It's crazy, man. While researching for my visit to Atlanta, one thing stood out: the fact that it's often called the Black Mecca.
The Black Mecca.
Black Mecca.
Atlanta continues to hold on to its title as the Black Mecca.
That's not just a nickname, it's a reality, as Atlanta is one of the only cities with more successful black entrepreneurs, professionals, and leaders than anywhere else in America. As soon as my day started, I knew I had to find an answer to the question of what makes Atlanta the Black Mecca.
There's a lot of people doing it big in Atlanta, bro. Like, I haven't been anywhere where you see this amount of black success so apparent. Dantes Akram, 26 years old now, father of 2 daughters, beautiful kids. So I started off with clothing. Like, I was selling do-rags and bonnets in my hometown. Eventually, I started growing that brand. We hit 6 figures in like, it was like 16 or 18 months. I started realizing like I actually had power as far as how I was marketing myself and me and my daughter. She was the reason we went viral. She was the reason the business even took off like that. So I started a clothing brand called One Love. I gave her 50% ownership. And the meaning behind it is like, my daughter is my one love, you know? Like, I do everything for her. I had a kid at 18. So it was like...
Nah, stop it right now. Give him a round of applause. Are you kidding me?
Like everything just hit me. And I'm just like, this is my everything. So I'm gonna do everything I can in my power for my last name to make sure she's straight. Then we moved to Atlanta, and it's been up since.
When did you launch going about 19, yeah?
Yeah, so I started my do-rag brand at 18, about 19 and a half going on 20. I had about 100K liquid in the bank. So like numbers-wise, my brand, when we first started off, we hit 100K in the first 4.5 months. So I was selling cars as well on the side of all my businesses. And then that's when I went full-time, and I was like, all right, I'm making more money than a job could pay me. And then that's when I got a lot into the stock market and crypto. So I became a millionaire officially at 22.
Wow.
Yeah, so you got to think of a 3.5 year span, but it felt like forever because I'm living it day to day. So now we've generated over $5 million across crypto, stocks, do-rags, and clothing.
What up, bro? What up, my brother? Nice to finally meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to America.
Nothing just kikied, like, that was the best.
What would you say is the biggest deal you've done in the real estate space?
I think it's only about 4.5 million now.
So how did you get started in the real estate space?
Here's what really happened. I read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad at a young age. And then I also read Building Wealth by Russ Whitney, From Rags to Riches Through Real Estate. So those two books gave me the foundation, like, dang, I do need to be in real estate, because for one, even if you don't want to sell no one a property, if you just want to own property, you want to know the ins and outs about owning property. So why not get your real estate license? And if you think about it, you get your real estate license, now you can talk to any millionaire and billionaire, because guess what they need? Real estate.
Real estate, true. When it comes to Atlanta, generally everybody says Atlanta is the only state in America that has the highest amount of black millionaires. Why do you
I'm sorry, bro. I cannot
Stop the cap.
cannot let you get away with this, bro.
Multiple times, too. Like, he's, doubling down on it, like.
Yo, shout out to Atlanta. Yes, Black Mecca. Come on, bro. Howard University, PG County, now Charles County. Come on, bro. Stop playing with us, man. Stop playing. But anyway, shout out to y'all.
You think it's like that? That's the mainstream.
Well, I feel like it is true, honestly, because I've been living here almost 20 years. And where I'm from, you don't see black people driving fancy cars.
Yeah.
But here, it amazed me to see so much activity and so many people moving. And not only that, the police being black, the mayor being black. Here, you can be successful with only doing business with our people.
I live in DC.
Shout out to Brandon Scott.
In Atlanta, DC and access to these black millionaires is a very quick proximity. You can touch another millionaire, which is odd. In most cities, I can't meet P. Diddy or Jay-Z. But I can meet Jermaine Dupri, I can meet bigger stars, and all down the street. They could be going to your local restaurant. So you have a certain aspiration in them to say, I can do the same thing you're doing.
Comparing here to other parts of America, what do you feel makes ATL different?
Atlanta pushes Atlanta. I would just say that's our blessing and that's our code of strength. As long as you do something that's of support and it's something that people can be proud of, they'll push you. You could be shining shoes. Atlanta will support you shining shoes as long as you're doing it properly.
I'm gonna be honest. That to me has always been the biggest difference between Atlanta and the DMV. Atlanta definitely pushes their own, even from the music culture. Like even if they have beefs and stuff like that, they keep it in house and internal, and they still will collaborate and grow. They're really big on supporting each other. And the DMV, unfortunately, is a lot of crab in the barrel mentality.
Yeah, I don't even know what that would look like.
Yeah, like if DMV just learned from Atlanta on just that one aspect, then we could have two serious black meccas. But yeah, but anyway, all the black areas around the country: Houston, Chicago, New York, all of that, LA.
No, you can do it.
I'm trying to see what y'all about to do, man.
Let me get in the shot. Nice to meet you,
Good luck, whatever y'all doing, man.
Yeah, thank you. The people in Atlanta are nice, actually.
I've been in that park a lot.
Unlike many other cities in the US, black wealth here isn't an exception. It's the expectation. However, to understand why it's this way, I had to take a closer look at the city's history. And guys, it's just crazy to be walking around so much history in Atlanta. All around me here, everything around here is dedicated to Martin Luther King, who is a legend. He was one of the most important figures in the civil rights movement.
There will be neither rest nor tranquility in America until the Negro is granted his citizenship right.
You see, before this place became known as Atlanta, it was Terminus, just a small railroad crossing in the middle of Georgia. In the early 1800s, this land belonged to the Creek and Cherokee people, but as settlers moved in, they were forced out. By 1847, Atlanta was officially a city. It became the capital of Georgia and the business and cultural center of the South. Then came the civil rights movement. Martin Luther King Jr. and other leaders used the city as a base to push for equality, helping to end segregation and reshape America.
And then they killed him because he also said they were going to Washington to collect our checks because there's no civil rights without economic rights. That's why they killed him. But anyway, rest in peace, MLK. And check out The King in the Wilderness if you want to know the real story behind Martin Luther King. Anyway, I digress.
Behind me is Martin Luther King's house. This is where he was born. Actually, we would have been able to go inside before, but they have this thing now. We can't go inside. I would have shown you guys what it looks like inside, but just check it out. I'm standing in front of the house of a legend.
They try to preserve like all of the houses in the neighborhood to kind of keep it exactly the same way it was back then. So what they do now is they fix them up. They've sold a bunch of them, but if you buy a house, if you buy any one of these houses, you kind of have to keep it exactly as it is. So a lot of people buy them, they rent them out and stuff,
Atlanta is a city built for business, and at the heart of this is real estate.
Appreciate you coming to Atlanta. You know, of course, I got to show you one of my luxurious properties that I got here in Buckhead. So this is one of my homes that's 4.5 million, sitting on 2 acres of land, and just watch this grand entrance. You know, I'm gonna let the videographer go in first. So this home was built in the 80s. My seller bought this property and did a slight renovation, and I'm gonna be pretty much showing you guys around.
Okay, cool.
All right. This office is pretty huge. It's actually the size of a bedroom. I love this form of dining room. The seller put the wallpaper up, chandelier. Here's the kitchen. You know, here's obviously where it goes down at.
Guys, check out the kitchen. Kitchen has its own like sitting area, so where you can lounge and eat.
With a fireplace.
With a fireplace.
All right, so this is the master wing. They don't say master anymore. Do you know the reason they call it master suite was because
of slavery and stuff like that?
So I'm supposed to say primary suite.
Yeah.
I done got used to so used to saying master. So.
This is where the magic happens.
Right, exactly. So we got 2 primary bathrooms.
Hey, check out this bathroom.
Right. This is just one side. Look at that. The bathroom goes all the way through.
It's like you can do track and run. Like
exactly. His and hers bathroom, literally.
Yeah.
Because that one still had a shower. This one still got a stand-up shower as well.
Stand-up shower too.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh, there's still more at the back.
Oh yeah. You haven't seen the back yet?
No, I haven't seen the back.
It's a pool and a tennis court.
Wow.
2 acres, all private, huge, bro.
How many bedrooms?
8 bedrooms.
8 bedrooms.
Yeah, but it's actually, it could be a lot more than that. A lot of rooms just been turned into other things, you know, game rooms and stuff like that. There's a salon in here. Did you see the salon?
No.
Yeah.
Atlanta's real estate is crazy right now, and prices are climbing. But compared to New York City or LA, you're getting way more for your money.
For someone that spends 2, 3, 4, 5 million in New York, they can spend anywhere from 500,000 to $1 million here and get the exact same thing.
Really?
If not better. Actually better, because you don't even get no land up there.
Sure.
You ain't get no parking and all that. You're getting a lot, way more. You get trees, you get grass. I know New York ain't got a lot of that. And it's cleaner here.
Oh.
Like the streets are clean.
Yeah, I definitely saw that.
Yeah, man.
Most people want to live along the Beltline because 2 things happen. You can use scooters to get around, which means you can get to any part of the city without having to go into traffic, without having to drive.
Really?
You can walk, you can jog, pretty much. If you're along the Beltline, you can get to anywhere in the city, like super easy.
Wow.
And when I say this, I mean, obviously you only see this small little piece, so imagine this strip going all the way around
the city.
Like it's...
That's wild. As I walked along the Beltline with LD, I could see firsthand how this 22-mile loop had completely reshaped the city. What was once an abandoned railway is now one of the easiest ways to move around Atlanta, connecting entire neighborhoods, restaurants, parks, and businesses in a way that makes the city more walkable.
I have to like redo Atlanta and go there again. First of all, I want to go when it's a little warmer. It was cold out there. I couldn't.
I go to Atlanta every year for InvestFest. Shout out to Earn Your Leisure and InvestFest. We'll definitely be back this year as well too. And I got family out there. I actually lived in Atlanta for like 6 months.
Wow.
But yeah, Atlanta's cool, man. Like it's nothing like being around just a city full of just black success and wealth and stuff like that, which is why even when I look at other cities around the U.S., like if I wanted to relocate, being from the DMV and going to Atlanta, like I'm just used to just seeing black success.
Right,
and wealth,
like that's our norm.
Yeah, it's a norm. So, yeah, but yeah, shout out to Atlanta.
Welcome to Project Sims. This is one of my recent projects. It used to be an old 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. I bought it at the time for $130,000, and I put in about 140, and then I renovated and did the interior for like another $30K. So obviously, there's still a few things I want to do. I want to put a fence. I want to finish up the driveway and things like that. But we basically turned what used to be a 2-bedroom, 1-bath home into now a 4-bedroom, 3-bath.
Airbnb it up. That shit gonna make money.
By the time we're done, this house is actually appraised for $500,000, which is nice return, you know?
Mado. The opportunities here are endless. Whether you're flipping houses, buying rental properties, or getting into commercial real estate, Atlanta is one of the few places where you don't need $1 million to get started.
The beautiful thing about America is capital is always readily available. If you have any kind of business project or prospect that you're exploring, it's real easy to get capital if you have the right information. And this is the reason why I started the mentorship. Like when I started doing it, I figured, you know what, this is something we can use to build a community. At least build up our own community. Yeah. There are a lot of people in IT, they're making 6 figures already. Yeah. You know, they're looking for opportunities to expand and do things, or even get out of like 9 to 5. 9 to 5, yeah. This is like one of the easiest ways. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's definitely key because when I'm looking at it, I'm like, if you're able to buy a property for 100, 200,000, fix it up with maybe like 150K or something like that. That's like
sometimes 80K, 70K, really? Depending on the condition
of the building.
Yeah. And then at that point, you can get it to somewhere where it's in the 400s or 500s. What you will typically do in that scenario is you would refi, meaning you get a new mortgage, and then that new mortgage uses to pay off your purchase and rehab. And now you have a little spread in between that you can pull out.
Oh, okay.
Now, the beautiful thing about what you pull out is it's mostly tax-free because you can't tax someone on a loan because it's still a loan. The new mortgage is a loan, right? So if you do a couple of those a year, you're in a position where you're able to not only hold on to the property, build wealth long term, but you're making a bunch of cash and stuff. And I try to encourage people to stay in and around Atlanta. You get, because this is really where the opportunity is.
Someone like me, like if I wanted to, because one of the things I like to do is also to get rental properties, but not for rent, but for Airbnbs.
Oh, nice.
What about stuff like that, like investments into apartments or Airbnbs?
Yes, that's definitely lucrative. I always recommend getting an Airbnb in one of the most popping cities, and Atlanta is a popping city in the country. So I actually had 5 Airbnbs here. Oh, wow. And the only reason I stopped because my real estate business was picking up so much, I couldn't focus on those few $100s a night versus, I mean, I'll make over 6 figures if I sell this, or when I sell.
When you sell it.
Exactly.
When, not if.
Exactly.
That's what I words.
I think it was a cold out here that's making me mess my words up.
What's it like for you, like living here?
I would say it's like a lot of events, right? So that's the one thing I really like. So if you come here during the summer or even spring, like you got all these huge events that are going on and they're based around business. And this was the first time for me I was able to come around a lot of other people who are doing things. They might be in different industries, but they want to actively do something for themselves. And Atlanta is the heart of that.
So guys, right behind me is the famous Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
A lot of things go on here. They have concerts on here. They have like games on here, basketball games. Kanye did his concert here. So yeah, it's one of the most iconic spots. It's really cool because the architecture and structure of it is like amazing.
Atlanta takes its sports seriously. Whether it's football, basketball, baseball, or soccer, the city shows up loud and proud.
World Cup is coming in 2026. People are excited about that. And usually when there's a big event like that, like just like when there was the Olympics, right? What tends to happen is people come to the city, they like the city, and then they stay or they move here. This is how Atlanta's been getting populated. In fact, the Nigerian community that is here, a lot of that Nigerian community came during the Olympics.
Really?
And then they stayed.
Where I am currently, this is the Sentinel Park. It was built in recognition of the Olympic Games that was played here some years back. And around it,
came during the Olympics and stayed. And I'm like, I wonder what the correlation was.
Yeah, if you guys know, let us know, man. Nigerians, I just think they're just smart, man. When they come to America, they make really good money. They go into really good professions, and then they just go into areas that make sense. Like we have a lot of Nigerians in the DMV here in Atlanta, so I'm just expecting they're probably just in all the major cities where there's opportunity. So.
There are many attractions that a lot of people who are coming to Atlanta for the first time always come to see. There's the Georgia Aquarium, which is the biggest aquarium in the United States. It has like different types of big ass fishes. Just opposite it.
We ain't got one of them.
Baltimore.
But
Baltimore Aquarium is actually like up there. Like
no, I've been there. I'm saying, did you see what was in there? That was a whale shark.
Oh.
We ain't got
in
that
the United States.
We don't? We sure? Oh, I don't know. I haven't been in a minute.
I believe there's not that. But I have to revisit.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him get some. I don't want to be over here critiquing. I feel like I'm over here critiquing Atlanta too much. Like shout out to Atlanta, man.
As you should.
Yeah,
we Maryland folk.
Yeah, I'm just.
Put some respect on it.
You know what I mean? It's friendly competition.
But I'm pretty sure we ain't got no whale shark.
Okay, we got something right. Like I love Baltimore. Baltimore Aquarium is nice.
No, it's
man.
nice. I just I would have remembered that.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I've always wanted to see one.
A whale shark?
Yeah. And possibly see what it tastes like. But, you know, I don't know if that's...
I've never had shark. What? Have I had shark before?
I've had shark.
Yeah. It's pretty good?
It's pretty good. I have like a shark steak.
Okay,
But it's It's not something I would eat all the time. It's like I don't crave shark the way I crave gator.
Oh, okay. Got you. Yeah, shout out to Gator, man. You gotta go to Florida for that one.
It has like different types of big ass fishes. Just opposite it is the world of Coca-Cola, which is a museum that was dedicated to the founding of Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola was founded in Atlanta. That's Coca-Cola that everybody's drinking today. Started out as a small drink. Apparently it was only medicine back then, but interestingly, it has now become a big ass worldwide conglomerate, like a big ass company. Another example is Chick-fil-A, which started in a mall food court. Today, it's one of the most profitable fast food chains in America. If you've ever had their chicken sandwich, you already know why. You guys serve jollof rice here, right?
Yes, please.
Do you serve Nigerian jollof rice or do you serve Ghanaian jollof rice?
Both.
Okay, so now which is better?
I'm gonna tell him right now it's Ghana jollof.
Why is it Ghana jollof?
No, you know I'm gonna bring 2 samples. I'm gonna tell you which one it is. I want you to let me know.
Okay, bring 2 samples. Yes, we'll do a sample test of jollof. We'll put this.
No cheating. You just let me know which one it is.
Okay.
Explain your body.
So guys, I want to put this war
to rest.
To rest, finally.
Yes.
In front of me are 2 samples. I don't know which is which.
Yes.
But I know one is better than the other one. So I'm going to try the 2 and tell you which one is better.
Makes sense.
All right, I got to pause it so the Carver can check this one out. No, you good. They're doing a jollof rice off.
Oh.
So I'm also a fan of the jollof rice offs. Whenever I see it, I've only had Ghanaian jollof rice. I've not had Nigerian yet. I believe you said you had Nigerian, right? So he's about to taste both of them.
Hope it's not that 2 of them is the same thing, Sha.
You go know, don't worry.
Okay. Let me look at the texture.
Science.
Yeah.
This is a better one.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure.
No, I think you guys fake
I'm very sure this is a better one.
There's something going on.
Which one is that? Where is it from?
That was from.
Where is it from? Tell us, where is it from?
I think Nigeria. I could be mistaken.
You think Nigeria? From Nigeria? Look at me, that's
It's from Nigeria. But the way he was going for water and air from that first bite.
No, this one was. It was. You know, it's even. I could feel it. Like I feel like I was. I was home.
Yeah, home. Yeah.
You tell
This
me
was the difference.
Yeah, you tell me why you feeling like that one.
No, like this just felt like this one was choking me, down. I eat Ghana jollof too, Sha. I know that Nigeria jollof too, and it has been confirmed there. So stamp, they're gonna put this video.
I really think like Nigerians know which one's Nigerian, Ghanaians know which one's Ghanaian, and they're just gonna go with whatever they from. It's all good, man.
Collection.
Y'all come inside and I know what's better, because this is biased, man.
I think his friend is Ghanaian.
We've been here for about 12 years now. It's something about it's in Atlanta. It's rewarding and also stressful.
Okay.
I think the rewarding side is that you're doing it with your own community, you're building relationships with people, you're seeing the city actually grow, and being black entrepreneurs is something that Atlanta invites a lot. Me and my family members, there's 5 of us, so everybody takes one arm of this operation and tries to pull their own weight a bit.
Okay, so it's kind of like a family business?
It's a family-owned business.
Oh, okay.
So right now, as we speak, maybe we have 4 of us here.
Okay.
But my mother is in Ghana at the moment. We have a hotel and the restaurant. So I know her mind is probably going up and down, but it's a blessing.
What has been the business?
Round of applause to you too, sir. My fast will be open. When I'm off my juice fast, I'll go down to Atlanta. I might have to go check that out, man.
Hell yeah.
I've definitely been craving some Ghanaian jollof rice, man.
Business like in terms of selling African food in America?
Yeah, I feel like African food in America, it was our point to strike.
It's like a African food place.
It's around here?
It's like DC, but I think it's only one location, but they've changed their location a few different times. Okay. But I believe it's still in Northeast.
Okay.
But
yeah, I know we got some spots around here.
But they're more like, I guess, like known in the DC area. But anyway, it's bomb. But whatever type of rice they got, I choose that one.
For real? It's called Spice House?
Spice Kitchen.
Spice Kitchen. Okay.
They got bomb suya.
Okay.
I love to put the stew on the jollof rice. Oh my gosh.
Shout out to Spice Kitchen, man.
With the spinach. What's it called? Ifro?
They gonna correct you in there.
Y'all know what I'm talking about? Oh my God, Lord.
Yeah, we might have to check that out, man.
I'ma sue your girl, please.
Yeah.
Please.
All right.
But yeah, whatever type of rice that is, if you know in the comments, I choose that one.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to hit them up, man.
Try to make it calm. I think when you're here in America, eating Asian food, Mexican food, it's not a crazy situation. African food at the beginning, 12 years ago, it was a big deal. But as you see now, people are sitting at the bars, sitting in the restaurant tables who aren't even African.
Yeah.
Our food is rich in culture. And it's only us eating it. It doesn't make a lot of sense unless we push it to the rest of the world. And that our culture and whatever we're doing in African culture, it goes music, food, and fashion. And I feel like Afrobeats as a music, as a culture, has been pushed forward. Yeah. Now the food's right behind it. Now everyone else who's an entrepreneur, whether you're a content creator, whether you do fashion, you're up next. But just make sure that it's quality.
Go and try your luck. Touch me in again, we let it rain. Please don't start us up. That black and white,
So guys, right here is the Trap City Cafe, and this was built by T.I. It's actually owned by T.I. And for a lot of people who don't know, a lot of black hip-hop artists are actually from Atlanta. Behind me on the other side there is also the Hip Hop Museum. It's the first hip-hop museum in America, I think.
You also got to go to the Pink Trap House Museum?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I hope he goes there. But if not, you got to check that out. And then I know T.I. and Killer Mike made a new restaurant called Bankhead Seafood as well, too. So shout out to them.
Person, we accept cash, card, and tap to pay.
All right, tap to pay.
The Trap Museum can best be described as where hip-hop lives and breathes. Walking in, the walls are covered in rap history, murals of Atlanta legends, and neon lights spelling out lyrics that shaped the culture.
The back wall, all the famous trap babies. All right, Nicki Minaj is up there, Black Youngster, Kevin Gates and Pimp C, Gucci Mane, Gotti. Most of them on the wall have exhibits that feature them throughout the museum along with literature. So literature is everywhere throughout this museum. All right. Where y'all from, children?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Everybody here, North Carolina?
North Carolina, what's up?
I'm from here, but he's from Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Nigeria. Oh, you came a long way to see Grandma, but I am a popular person. All right.
You should slow down. It'd be so easy about loving me. It can go on and on and on. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
You guys are currently at T.I.'s studio, where the music is made.
I'll tell you, see this man right here? It's a founding father of Afro beats. This is the man that created the foundation of what we have today. This is LD the Don. And you see this guy at the back of this camera right here. Forget he's holding the camera. This man is one of the biggest YouTubers from Africa.
Period.
Let's leave it at that. Wow. He has traveled the world. He has shown us the emptiest country in the world. You understand? He has shown us, if you go on his channel, very educated. You get, if anything, this man right here, Tayo Aina.
Shit, man. I appreciate y'all letting me in the space. I'm honored.
Hey, it's an honor to meet you.
You know what I mean?
To meet you, yeah.
We're doing an Afrobeats project that's for only Afrobeats artists in the diaspora.
Interesting.
Yes, but we're gonna have like the big names too on the records. But you know, I'll be hosting the song and I'll have everybody on it. You know, we're following your footsteps. We're trying to change that narrative of you gotta go to Lagos before you can become a big Afrobeat artist. You could be an Afrobeat artist in Australia, in the UK, anywhere, as long as you have put in work on your grind. And Atlanta, a lot of people don't understand. The big A-list artists in America, they come out to Atlanta to chill. This is like a safe haven for every artist in the world.
I went to a club maybe about 4 months ago. I'm in the club, you know, girls were coming out and they were bringing the drinks and I had friends and everybody's having a great time. And then we hear on the speaker like, yo, Travis Scott just walked in. I'm like, then he walks in a section right behind us and I'm like, all right, that's Atlanta, right?
I've been to New York where the hustle never stops. I've been to Miami where the energy is loud. But Atlanta is just different.
Nobody tell me, because I tried
This is my own thoughts about Atlanta. I feel like because of the
late, it was like, nah, this Atlanta, you can't do this, and we closed them doors. I was like, but not even that. I'm like, I'm with them. Like, they're like, no, the next time come on time. I'm like, ah.
That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, Atlanta's a different animal, man. I ain't gonna lie, different beast when it comes to the nightlife and stuff like that. Me personally, I don't really care for it. I don't like being overcharged for nonsense.
No one told me anything. The little street food after the concert, that smelled good, but then my friends walked past it, so I couldn't stop. But I was like, this ain't no regular hot dogs. They had some like fajitas and shit. I was like, what the hell?
Oh, and I don't know, Tayo probably not gonna go there, but when it comes to the strip clubs, though, like, oh my God, like
Tayo might not go there on camera.
Yeah, Tayo probably definitely pulled up the Magic City, the Blue Flame.
I was about to say, Tayo be cutting up.
Yeah, Tayo be cutting up like you're keeping it YouTube friendly, but yo, man, shout out to Atlanta. You know what I mean? Yeah, shout out to Atlanta.
The amount of black people who are here and the amount of black rich people who are here, you don't feel that much of like you're a minority in the city. And also, Atlanta also provides a lot more opportunities for a lot of people in the black community.
Atlanta is the Black Mecca for a reason. But what stood out to me the most wasn't just the places, it was the people. Strangers welcomed me like family, and I also reconnected with old friends.
Man, you funny as shit, bro. What's up, man?
My G.
How you been?
Seeing them grinding, building, and owning their success was just an entire wholesome experience.
Everyone moves to Atlanta for a reason. Everyone's moving here to better their lives. Everyone's moving here to take their business to the next level. So it's like a hub as well for young creators like myself to come and explore the opportunities. And there's going to be a World Cup here very soon. You never know what that will bring for businesses here and opportunities here as well.
If you come here to chase the dream, Atlanta will give you the space to make it real. But if you're not ready to keep up, this city would leave you behind.
The problem in Atlanta also too, we have a lot of distractions. Some of the best food is in the strip club.
Oh really?
But yeah, some of the best wings here in Magic City, you go and eat those wings, you enjoy them. The best steaks are in other places. I don't want to say but that's where we're at. And the things where you can go there for food, but also you can get trapped by something else going on. So in Atlanta, wherever you go downtown, what they say, we're here and we're not here. But they always say, once you go over that bridge, going into the city, just know that you're going to scatter yourself.
It's easy to get caught up with what everybody else is doing. So like when you see your friend get a new car and you're making good money, you instantly want to go get a new car. Or you instantly want to go upgrade and level up. And I'm not saying those things are bad, but when you do them prematurely, you actually setting yourself up for a worse scenario in the future. So it's like that delay and that gratification. It is like when you come to Atlanta, that's one thing you gotta keep in mind. Where your finances are, you can't operate how everybody else operates. You know what I mean? Like you might be in a club with your friends and he might drop 10,000 in the club right then and there. You may not be able to do that, but you trying to fit in with everybody else. Now you're doing something that has you in an uncomfortable position for the next 6 months.
As a black person in America, what do you think is one of the things that holds black people back? And what would you say can be done to change that?
I think negative mentality, primarily for everyone, not reading enough books. If you really think about it, the difference between all of us is our mental and our actions.
True.
So as long as you download the right information into your brain and take the right action, you can't help but be successful.
The biggest reason I feel like a lot of black Americans aren't seeing success is it has to be excuses, man.
Oh, Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Yeah, Robert Kiyosaki.
I want to take a look into that one.
Oh yeah, that's gonna, man. It's one of the best how-to books. If you don't know nothing about real estate, it's gonna make you. It's like a fifth grader could read it and understand real estate. That's how like easy and simple it is that he explains it. And every single like business person, real estate person that I know, they always reference that book. I read that book multiple times. I got it on audio and all that stuff. But yeah, great book. His cash flow quadrant book is also a good book as well too.
Okay.
Like we always focused on reparations and what we deserve, and it's like the last time I checked, I don't remember you picking anything. Last time I checked, I don't remember you being whipped. I don't remember that. You don't even know where your last name lineage leads to.
True.
So it's like, do you really deserve anything? No.
There's no excuse, in my opinion, why you shouldn't.
Hold on, what did you say? Hold on, man.
Check, I don't remember you picking anything. Last time I checked, I don't remember you being whipped. I don't remember.
Am I listening to this?
Americans aren't seeing success is it has to be excuses, man. Like we always focused on reparations and.
Okay, all right.
Mine said, I'm gonna go ahead and stop you right there.
Stop you right there, bro. Okay, you're partially correct. And damn, this is just gonna be a video of me. It is what it is. All right.
School this boy.
Okay.
School this nigga.
Reparations is not something that is just given to us as a handout. It's you're repairing a damage that you have done to our people. So the United States and other countries around the world, France, also owes, you know, I was going to throw it in there, owes reparations for what they did. Just the damaging from not just slavery. If we're just focusing on America, Jim Crow, segregation, redlining, like our great grandparents and our grandparents were not allowed to buy property and homes because of the color of their skin, preventing them from building wealth intentionally.
Cook.
So this is stuff like a lot of our grandparents are still alive. Like this is affecting us right now. You know what I mean? So I get what you're saying. You don't want to have a mindset of somebody needs to come and save us. I get that part. I do believe reparations is owed to me. I'm not going to wait around for it to get it. I'm going to go get my own reparations, but they still owe us reparations. I'm not going to let that go. That's absolutely fuck no. Because they gave reparations out to other people. It would be one thing if America never gave out reparations, but they did. Mm-hmm. And the fact that they didn't give it to us is a fucking problem. So, no, fuck that. Anyway.
And are still doing it.
And still doing it, man. Like, yeah, no. But anyway.
He said,
no excuse.
Yeah. Look.
He ain't letting that slide.
Yeah, no excuses, though. Like, you can get out here, grind, do what you can, yes. Mm-hmm. But we are operating at bare minimum 100 years behind everybody else that comes to this country.
Right.
An immigrant can come here and have a leg up before we do.
South Africa.
Absolutely. So if immigrants could come in here and get a head start, and that's going to be a whole nother conversation. I already know. I know the keyboards are going crazy right now, probably, but I know a lot of foreigners come to America and see why do Black Americans have the highest crime rate, the lowest education, the lowest income, the lowest marriage rate, all this stuff. It was designed.
And
it was a system.
An arrogance, like, these people are lazy. Like, no.
After slavery, we were at the same wealth point that we are right now. If you look at any Black Wall Streets from Tulsa, Oklahoma to Rosewood in Florida, like all these different Black areas, we were going from sharecroppers to starting our own businesses, becoming mayors.
Isn't that scary? Because it makes me feel like history just going to repeat itself again.
And that's why we need to leave America and build in Africa and other countries. Because enough is a fuck enough. We did do it. We built cities. We had our own education, our own agriculture, our own everything. But they burnt it. They bombed it. They rioted because they were jealous of it. Because they were jealous of Black success and Black wealth. We did it. Mm-hmm. And there's another video I'm going to play later, but like some of you guys do get it. Like we went through all the hard bullshit so everybody else can come in and benefit from it. And then there's a lot of us, unfortunately, who are left behind. Mm-hmm. The people who don't get the education, they don't fucking know. No one's coming to tell them. The only way that they see success is through rap and basketball and football. They only see entertainment. So, now give me my fucking reparations anyway.
Need that.
In my opinion, why you shouldn't have some money in your pocket, or at least going out to get some money on a daily basis. And it's also believing yourself. What people need to understand is, and this is a fundamental law, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve.
For sure.
Stay pure with everything that you do. Keep your head down. You know what I'm saying? Stop worrying about what everybody else think of you. You know what I mean? The only person judgment that matters is yourself, and stop seeking reassurance from everybody else. Because like at the end of the day, none of their opinions ever matter of you. The only opinion that matters is your own. So, walk how you walk in life.
I hope watching this video was just as worth it for you as making it was for me. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Shout out to Tayo. Definitely make sure you guys like and subscribe his videos well too. And then shout out to everybody that he did talk to. Like, I don't mean to come at the young brother right there, man. Like, clearly he's successful. He's doing his own thing, and a lot of people will be successful for having a no excuse mindset. And I encourage all of us to have that. But I'm not going to forget what is due. The rent is always due. So, but yeah. But shout out to him. Shout out to Tayo. Dope video. Carmen, got anything extra for the people?
I think you hit all the points.
Yeah. All right. We definitely want to dig into more content like this, more Africans coming to the West, America, the UK. Shout out to the new sub. But yeah, any Africans that come to America, we definitely want to tap in and see those reactions as well too. So shout out to them. All right.
Top, hill, top,